football and this
Summer
for the
doesn't.
rest of my life,
I'm
it literally
doing what's
started to
best for
toll
me.
on my brain. I couldn't focus.
You know, growing up, when we were growing up, mental health wasn't like, at a talking
No, yeah,
standpoint
it
of what
wasn't.
it is
Nope.
now. You couldn't really go to a coach
No, you couldn't. You
when
just
you were
soft.
growing up. Yeah,
You just
because they'll
soft.
they'll take it as you're soft or you're just over exaggerating. So I mean, over the last couple like since I've been playing ball, mental health advocacy has gotten a lot better. But there's still always fear, not just on the field, but off the field, because you could be dealing with adversity off the field. You could be going through family stuff, relationship trouble, and that will affect you on the field. The fear of losing your job, you fear of getting hurt, or if you are hurt, you fear of somebody replacing you. I
Absolutely.
mean, there's always
So
there's
many
always
different
gonna be.
ways, right?
I mean, there's always gonna be fear in every phase of your life, not just football, but just your work life, social life, and it's what you do. I'm a big advocacy for talking to about speaking up and talking to a therapist. I've been in therapy for almost 4 years, going on 5 years
Shit, I
now.
need some therapy.
Every month for 4 years, and I can say it's honestly made me honestly a better person. It made me better on the field. It made me better with my relationship, with God, my parents, my girl. I mean,
Love that. I love that. We can advocate for to find that type of help that you need. Knowing you are spot on with that, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a friend, whether it's somebody close to you, or hell, maybe even somebody who's just a teammate. Just for our athletes in the room. Find that to get out of that dark place because it affects you more than you think. Like truly. Like I'll never forget when my grandmother, like, she was in a coma. She was like the pillar of my family. It was devastating for me. She's been to all my games, as many as she could, until she got sick, and I didn't know how to deal with it. Like, I didn't know really what to do, like, because it was during the football season. I've never missed a football game. I've never missed a football game. I've been playing football for 18 years. Unless I was injured, I did not miss a game. And like, it was just so ingrained in me just to kind of just keep going, keep pushing, and like, I just looked up and like, I completely like zoned out of a meeting. It was when we had Coach Cam. He pulled me aside. He like, "Boy, what's wrong with you?" I'm like, I don't know. He's like, "Well, no, there's something wrong with you." And I just told him, I was like, "My grandma in the hospital, and like, she's just not moving. Like, she's just sitting there in a coma. Like, my mama trying to wake her up, can't wake her up. Um, I don't know what to do." He immediately sent my ass home. Like, he didn't even give me an option. He like, "Go home." He like, I'm like, "Nah, I gotta." He like, "Shut up." He like, "Listen." He like, "I'm telling Jones you going home." And he told me then how he said his father passed and he ain't go home. And he said it messed him up. Like, and he was like, he ain't want that for me. So I went home. I missed the game with the I think we played SAS. It was so weird being at home, and even then I had like a little fear of losing my job. I was like, "Oh damn, I ain't out there." But I was grateful to go home and see my grandmother. Like, just that, like, that was my last time seeing her, besides seeing her in the casket. So
people need to understand that, like, as athletes, we're not superhuman. Like, yeah, we were given a gift from God to play and perform every Saturday or Sunday. You know, we go through our battles too. We're not perfect.
we talked about fear. We talked about adversity. Let's talk about finding your identity as a pro. Like, for example, like, I remember when I was in your shoes, I just got cut from the Titans, and even before then. So like, I went to the Bears. So actually, let me start even from further. I was dealing with more adversity. It was so much adversity. I felt like I lost who I was, but that might have been one of the greatest things that happened to me at that point. Coming out of college, I feel like as I look back, I was arrogant. I thought I knew everything. I thought I knew the defense. I thought I was better than majority. And I ain't saying that I was wrong, but it was so much more that I did need to learn. And I went through after my senior season, I had to have shoulder surgery. I tore my labrum, rotator cuff, and that really set me back as far as my NFL career. Like it was like probably the most devastating injury due to just the time of it, right? Long story short, I went to the Bears. They were like Chicago Bears at home. It was great. They cut me for my shoulder. They signed me knowing I had a shoulder, and they cut me for the same reason. It was unbelievable, crazy. And then I go to the Titans. My coach flat out told me, he was like, if you would have been here 2 weeks earlier, your ass would have been on the team. He's like, keep fighting. I'm just like, damn, bro, don't tell me that. It was just like a realization that I could have did it, but someone just decided for me that it was just too late. So even then, through all this, like, I'm at home. I'm like, well, who am I? A lot of people telling me, hey, just get you a job. Just kind of hang it up. And I just knew that it was just something inside me that it just wouldn't die. It wasn't done yet. And I'm glad that I didn't listen to anyone else besides what came from within, truly. Because then even like how you said, like, so I went to this league called the AAF. For my guys
Alliance,
that know.
Alliance,
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Alliance. Yeah, I know.
about? Was it Alliance of American Football?
It only
Something
lasted like
that.
6 games.
Crazy. So like they crazy as hell. We were in there for 8 weeks, and then I remember it was on a random Tuesday. Saw on the news it was like AAF in trouble. I was, oh shit. And they pretty much folded the league up from there. And again, I'm back. I'm out of a team, a league. But in that process, though, I made some big strides in those 8 games. So crazy stories. So training camp, 22. Yep, I'm like 5th on the roster, like 5th string. But I was so excited to play football. Like it didn't matter where I was. Like I looked around the room, and I was like, he gonna be here. He might be here. He might be here. I'm gonna be here. And serious day, I went from 5th string to 1st string. Not only 1st string, they put me at Mike and Will. Like it was like I had reached a new identity, and I just want to talk to people about that. You find your identity when you decide to go through the fire. When I say fire, that means that like there's a challenge in front of you, and you got the option to stop or keep going. A lot of people stop, and I get it. That's just not easy. Like adversity isn't something that's just like a word. It's a real thing that can be the difference in your life.
I was at FIU,
Yeah.
Florida International University in Miami. During our COVID year, we only played like I think 4 games. We only played 4 games during the COVID year. It was
Damn, you played during COVID?
It was
Yeah, that was crazy.
it was a shit show. No fans, no like
That sound like like damn XFL.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I had the option of going to the draft in 21 or going back my college year for another year, but just based on that COVID year, I just didn't want to go through that again. And mentally and physically, I thought I was ready for the league. So I declared in 21. I didn't get drafted, and I only had one team reach out to me for a rookie camp invite. But by the time I texted them, they already filled up on my position.
Yep.
So now, I'm pretty sure pro athletes, when you don't hear your name get called and you don't get that camp invite,
do something
or
to
like rookie camp invite or the priority free agent, undrafted free agent signing, reality sets in really quick.
Real quick.
Like now, like what am I gonna do now? I remember crying that I didn't get drafted and no teams wanted me, because now for the first time in my life, I didn't have an identity. I didn't have a direction to go in, I didn't even have an opportunity to showcase in front of teams. So now I'm like, what am I gonna do in my life? I have no skills. I had never worked a job before. I've been playing sports my whole life and going to school my whole life. Just because like I didn't know what to do anymore, I had to work a real job.
Yeah.
So I remember my first job I ever had was working at the Ritz-Carlton as a beach attendant.
Yeah.
I'm being so serious.
No, listen, like I'm
like,
smiling just because like I have so many odd job stories. Continue.
I'm not gonna tell the stories and all, but I worked there, and then I also worked as a delivery driver for Amazon. And I could tell I was depressed because I was losing. I was like 240, 250 when I started. By the time I quit, I was 219,
Damn.
215. I wasn't eating, my mental health. I would literally just work, go home, and I would cry just because I couldn't play the game. But forever, forever thankful that I have two very loving parents at
Absolutely.
home. They, if it wasn't for my dad fighting for me to go through the NAIA route that I did, I wouldn't be here today telling my story.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm
Vital for
saying.
that.
If it wasn't for my mom and my dad, I would not be here right now in this position. I'd probably be still doing what I was doing, working at Amazon. So yeah, go through the whole thing, play the NAI route. I'm so depressed, but I'm just lucky that I did a trial here and I got my citizenship and I'm here with Jones. But as an athlete, if you've been doing this your whole life, you
Yeah.
don't know nothing else.
Absolutely.
You don't know how to, like, I mean, maybe at home, maybe parents taught you some skills, but you don't know how it feels like to work in the real world.
Facts.
You never had a job before. You
No,
don't know
yeah.
how to pay bills.
Absolutely.
You don't know how to, you don't know how to take care of people.
Yeah, it's different.
Because
Yeah.
you've been taken care of your whole life with
Yeah.
your scholarship, meal plans in college.
Mhm.
When you hit that phase in your life, shit hits you.
Mhm.
Like, that's why I'm so happy and grateful nowadays there are people in colleges that are like helping people with that journey, whether it's football or not. They're helping
Absolutely.
people make that transition out of sports. And even with pro players when they retire, there's still that, that depression creeps in
Oh
because
yeah.
you don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what
just-
to do.
Absolutely. Like, again, mental health is so much bigger than, I guess just performance on the field or off the field. It's just so many other factors of life that come in. But yeah, no, same. Like, back to my odd jobs, just real quick before we get to our last point. Or for Amazon, I was gonna say, well, I wish I did the delivery. I might have more fun. I was the one who was packing up.
You were in the
truck.
warehouse?
Yes, bro. Oh my god. Like, that job made me decide that, like, I don't think I'll ever work again. I think I know it's gonna be football and business for the rest of my life. All right.
That's all I got.